be from what's called different families.
All right, over to one of the stars as well. You expect her to be on the team, Suni Lee, the 18-year-old from St. Paul, Minnesota, who has really emerged and could lock up that second automatic spot.
This is probably her biggest challenge tonight, the vault. She's got a bit of a bum ankle.
Wow. You know, I think that was better than night one. Had a little more height off the table, more rotation. Just a little bit of a leg separation on that landing. But, Tim, as you mentioned, this is probably one of, as we talked about, her weaker events here.
And, you know, we say weaker events, but for Team USA, like one of her other weaker events is floor exercise. She's the reigning world silver medalist on floor exercise.
Yeah, and a big reason why the floor and the vault are question marks because of that ankle, the injury, which is better, but is not entirely 100%. Simone Biles, Suni Lee, and Jordan Childs, the top three at the U.S. Championships a few weeks ago and on night one here in St. Louis. So just to give you a guide, as we show you the scores, green is excellent, yellow is safe, and red is below average, and all of that's based on the recent major international meets. How they compare to those around the globe. 9-2 execution at 5-point on to solidify a spot, and Suni Lee should have one of those spots. The two-time U.S. all-around silver medalist.
Buckle up. This is wild.
So in action here tonight. For more on her and her journey, let's join Andrea.
Terry, when you think about everything that Suni Lee has been through the past couple of years, her composure as a competitor is really quite remarkable. Her dad's accident, battling back from a foot injury, losing a beloved aunt and uncle to COVID. And she will tell you that there is absolutely no way that she would be here tonight without the support of her family, especially her dad, John. And they did once again make the trip across the country from Minnesota, an 8-hour drive, just to be here to support her. It's worth noting that before a fall from a ladder left him paralyzed in 2019, John was the constant presence at Suni's meets while her mom was at home with her siblings. Suni says that having him back at Nationals after a 3-year absence was an amazing gift. She told me that there's definitely more pressure at trials, but her dad keeps her grounded, and his pep talks really give her a jolt of energy. And I talked to John on the way into the arena, and he said the overwhelming feeling from the family is simply excitement. Terry, they've got a lot of confidence in their girl.
Such positive reinforcement throughout, too, and she's talked about it, how important her family has been and their relationship with her dad. And she's out there competing. And she was warming up, and I know you were excited already.
Well, no matter what time it is that Suni gets on the bar, it's always exciting. But, yeah, of course, that was the warm-up. So an athlete always gets about 30 seconds on the apparatus before it is competition time. Which was why she didn't finish her routine, or if you have a mistake.
And at first she had said, what, are you crazy? No way, I can't do that. And eventually she does in competition. How about this routine right now for Suni Lee?
I believe this is the hardest bar routine in the world. When we saw that warm-up a little bit ago, she actually didn't do one of her main connections. She's a maestro on this event, but I tell you, this routine is so tricky.
She not only flies so high, like this skill right here, look at that, but the connections. Oh, and she missed that one right there. So no deduction, but we'll lose bonus points. Everything is normally done back to back to back.
There's another set of releases in a row, back up to the high bar. And
one more right here.
That was a good choice. I tell you, her not going for that first one, it didn't look like she was in the right position. Full twisting double.
And you know, that was good. Night one, so much better because she obviously connected those elements that we were talking about. Her difficulty score was a lot greater than it's going to be here. But that's putting another check mark by it. You know, of course not. They're happy about that, obviously, staying on the bar. But look at this, the height, the hips, the open position. right back down to the low bar. And this is, you see her toes so close to that bar. She was supposed to put her toes on the bar and then immediately go back up to the high bar.
Got back on track like she always does. The athletes do an extra swing like this. It's called a giant to generate more speed, and that can turn into more height, more power, and a better landing.
Wasn't able to do what she did on night one, but when she is, Olympic gold medal potential, right?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
On that particular apparatus. So Suni Lee, rotation 2 complete on night 2 here at the Olympic team trials.
That is the best of all the competitors on the uneven bars thus far tonight, and everyone has been through the uneven bars. So Suni Lee remains in second behind some.
The 2 out of bounds. Suni Lee, that fight for the second spot and the second lock with Jordan Childs a moment ago on balance beam.
That wolf turn again, and she does a second one. They're able to do 2 of those elements as long as they aren't the same number of rotations.
That was great. Wow, this is tremendous for her. She said, because of the injuries, I feel like people kind of are doubting me. Oh, gorgeous.
No need to doubt anymore. Double full.
I hope you like long flights.
Direct flight to Tokyo. 14. Very cool moment. Everybody on their feet here in appreciation for what she's done, who she is, and what she's going to do at the Olympics. Suni Lee out there on floor now.
Don't forget to add that frequent flyer number because you are Tokyo bound, Suni Lee.
There you go. So we'll see that second spot. Remember, it's a lock. Whoever gets there, Suni Lee or Jordan Childs. They're going either way. We still have Leanne Wong to go on vault and Kayla DiCello on floor. That 4th spot on the U.S. Olympic team. At stake here tonight in St. Louis. Olympic team trials. Looking ahead toward Tokyo. Okay, Suni Lee 13.933, trying to wrap up that second spot.
Yeah, that's a big number.
And that should do it.
Yes, I would say so.